you know I gotta go. Laundry has to be done. From the front of the bus. Yeah, good times. Hey everyone, Kyle kind of vlogs here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for clicking on yet another video. And if it is your first time, welcome. Welcome to the video. And if not, welcome back. As you can tell, we have drawn a rather lovely, albeit very humid, warm day here in North Florida. I can no longer say Central Florida. We have packed up that ship and we have moved a bit northward, about 3.5 hours to be exact, to the north. And today we got some bus projects to tackle. Noticed a couple things on those short couple travel days that I need to do. Obviously, if you've been watching for any length of time, we had a tow bar issue a few videos back, so I definitely want to address that because honestly, what's the day? I believe the day is the 9th, so we're about a third of the way through our time here at this campground, and then the next step will be a considerable amount of driving. So we got to make sure we get that situated. During the previous video to that, we had a huge rainstorm. I noticed a little bit of leaking on the front cap, so I want to get up there and try to seal that up a little bit. And I also want to work on that roof hatch a little bit. I don't have a great fix for it. You guys, some of you are going to laugh at me, say, Kyle, why did you do this? But I've done this before. It lasted a few months. I'm going to do it again because, again, we've got a long trek ahead of us once we do leave here. So I want to make sure it's at least secured and we can close it and drive down the road with it on. So ultimately, that is my goal right now. I don't have the ability to replace it at the moment, but I do need to get it sealed up and get it road worthy again. But thanks for joining me again, guys. We do have to run to town. I do got to pick up some supplies for this and do a bit of laundry. You know, the whole life thing still exists in this bus life world, and probably pick up some groceries. And then we'll make our way back here to the bus and get these projects tackled. But yeah, guys, thanks for being here. It's going to be a great day, and I'm glad and super grateful you are joining me today. I do need to grab one of the bolts off of the tow bar. That way I can match it up. Oh, it is a wreck in here, but I just need to grab these wrenches real quick. Again, I don't believe I'm going to replace it. It has Allen bolts in it now. I think I'm going to replace it with a harder bolt than what is currently on it. Yeah, oh man, I still cannot believe that. This could have been bad. And these look like stainless. They didn't break off because I mean I'd be able to tell they're not broke off inside there. But stainless bolts typically are known to shear. These I'm assuming just work themselves out. You can tell it's been probably not gonna focus on it, but they've been wiggling around in there a little bit. It's kind of messed the threads up. I'll replace. Actually, wow, this one was like it broke. Yeah, this one I believe is broke. Look at that. Oh my god, look at that. That's what would have happened if I wouldn't have caught that, or if we would have lost this one too. This thing would have completely came off. Man, that's scary. All right. So I believe there are 8 of them on there. Let me see. 2. Yeah, 2 on there's 4 sides, 2 on each side. Again, I'm not going to replace it with this. It sure does look like it was sheared off though. But it doesn't. There wasn't nothing. It definitely is broken off. But I didn't see anything in the threads of the tow bar though. I have to investigate that. But at least I have a reference to get the right size. I do have the material for sealing up the roof. It's material called, I'm going to screw this up. Dicor. Dicor. Yeah, it's got a picture of an older man's face on it. That's the only reason I remember it. It's what they call a leveling sealant. So you put it on there and it kind of comes out as caulk. Then it levels out and kind of spreads and supposedly fills in the gaps. It's pretty good stuff. I've used it. Pretty much anybody in the RV industry uses it. I think they even use it in the marine industry too. So it works good. I've really been doing good with laundry. I've been doing it once a week, which I like. That way it doesn't get completely out of hand. As you can tell, we accumulate a lot of laundry in just a week's time. Grab all the towels. Cute. All right, I gotta go. I'll be back though. Don't look so sad. You know I gotta go. Laundry has to be done. I'll be back. Yeah, I know. I know it's sad. But I'll be back in a little bit. Keep Wheezy company. Hold the couch down. You can do it. Today has not gone very well. This is the fourth laundromat I've been to today. So I'm in Lake City. It's about an hour away from the campground. So I went to Live Oak where was going to do my laundry. I was going to go to Walmart, get a few groceries, and go to the hardware store ultimately to get the things for this video. So I go there. I go to two laundromats. There's two laundromats in town. And when I tell you these places are, I don't want to be mean, but they're horrible. Like I did not even want to walk in there, much less wash my clothes in there. They're horrible. And I'm like, you're so remote here. The next reasonable sized town with a laundromat was Lake City. So I went to a laundromat there. That was actually fairly highly rated for a laundromat. It was the same way. Honestly, it wasn't super bad, but it was tiny. It was like this little. It was tiny. Smallest laundromat I've ever seen by far. And I've seen a lot of laundromats. And the washer, even more so than that, the washers, I would have had to use like every washer in the place to be able to wash what I brought. So I'm at my fourth laundromat, the highest rated one in this area. And let's just say it's a little less than desirable. Not off to a good start. Not all laundromats are created equal. Not even close. I'll probably be going back to Tallahassee after this week, because that's where I did it last week and it wasn't bad. Not so hot this way. Tallahassee's in the western direction. I went east today. I don't even want to make that mistake again. We did finally make it to Lowe's. That was no easy task, unfortunately. It's already almost 3 o'clock. Still got to go here. Still got to go to Walmart. Still got to get back and actually do the projects. Oh, man. You know, there's perks to being way remote. There's good parts of it. And there's also frustrating parts of it. Alright, let's head to the fasteners and get our bolts. Then we gotta locate probably paint, because that's usually where they keep their tape. Please don't judge me too harshly on my hatch repair. Doing my best here, people. Alright, I actually want to get some weather stripping too. I'll show you what for when we get back. Alright, so what do I want? Federal. What next? Let's get our bolts, then we get some Loctite. Five sixteenths. Alright. 5/16. I don't want carriage, I just guess it's just hex bolts, 5/16. See, 3, definitely don't 3 inch. What do I do with it? 3/4 inch. So what I do is I take a picture of the barcode on my phone, that way I don't have to write down anything or remember which bolts I actually got. Alright, I'm looking for Loctite. I don't know where Loctite would be. I would assume it would be with the bolts. Apparently it's aisle 11, which does not look like where the Loctite would be. I don't know that I've ever actually bought Loctite before. It says right there, aisle 11, bay 26. I'm not seeing their Loctite. This is like moving supplies. Ah, here we go. Thread locker. There we go. Blue. Heavy duty. I think I'm going to go this one. So they have a blue one and they have a red one. The red one supposedly is the one you really want. Because it's up to me, I'll never be removing these bolts again. Hopefully. Alright, now I need tape. So I will be using tape for the hatch. Again, don't beat me up too much until you see what I'm doing here. It actually worked really surprisingly well last time. But I need a very good high quality. Ooh. Tough and wide. White. Does the color actually matter, or they have black, silver, and white? They're all the same price, so I'm assuming they're just different color. I think I'm gonna go with black. I think that's what I used last time. Should do it. Yeah, I think that'll work. So we ended up spending $43. Doesn't take long. Some weather stripping, Mondo, roll of duct tape, super wide. That's stuck. It's how wide is it? So it's 2.8 inches wide. We got our 8 5/16 half-inch bolts there, and of course our Loctite. Should be able to get our projects knocked out. I already have the Dicor, and I have the caulking gun, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Now we got to make the hour drive back. Man, the gnats are horrible this year. Holy smokes. It's warm. It's like 90 degrees today. Florida is not wasting any time getting to summer. Actually, let me see. How do I do this? So directions, make sure parts are clean and dry. Shake well before use. Apply to threaded area and assemble parts. Let set for 10 minutes and it fully cures in 24 hours. I guess I just guess I have to go one at a time. I don't really honestly know any other way to do it. So I got a 17 millimeter gear wrench. These are great. Make your life a lot easier. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess I just add a little dab. I don't think I need to add much. I don't think I'm gonna tighten it all the way. I think I'm just gonna get it on there and get them in there pretty good, and then tighten them all down once I get them, because I may have to move it a little bit to manipulate it to get the bolts in. Now, I imagine this is one of those things. A little bit probably goes a long way. I cannot believe 7 bolts fell out completely. And again, I looked in the previous video, and they were in there. I'm not going to say how tight they were because I don't know. But they were in there because you could see them. That's what I was afraid of. I don't want to wait. I don't want to mess around too much, though, because I need to be able to get these clamped on there or tightened down pretty good before this stuff decides to dry. I know you can't see this and I can't see it either, so I know how you feel. Alright, let's crank them down before this stuff dries. Probably go around, get them all snugged, and come back through and put some torque on them. I'm pretty sure once this Loctite dries, they are not coming back off without an impact, most likely. An impact gun. Yes, if you've never owned a gear wrench and you use wrenches, or you don't even know what a gear wrench is, so basically the closed side of the wrench, so you got your open side, the closed side here has a built-in ratchet feature. It's absolutely incredible. They've been making them for a long time. They actually, pretty sure Harbor Freight sells them now. They have their own brand that you can use. I haven't tried those, but these things will save you so much aggravation. They're not perfect in every scenario, but in scenarios where you can't get like a socket, like a regular socket on it, they really come in handy. I love these things. I'm just going to go around now to each one and crank it a little bit. Well, that was an easy enough project. I like projects like that. But yeah, she's not moving no more. You know, it's definitely something I'm going to have to keep an eye on. So for those of you not super familiar with this sort of thing, this is like a hex style bolt. These here are what came on it. This is an Allen bolt. Same size, same strength. Actually, I would venture to say these are stronger because I'm pretty sure these are stainless, and stainless is definitely a strong metal, but it does tend to shear very easily, especially when you're talking about bolts. I think these will do just fine. 8 of them in there, Loctite it in. I just got to make it a habit moving forward. Every time I hook up, it's got to be part of my routine as I'm hooking up to the front of the Jeep to make sure, 1, all the bolts are there, and 2, they're all nice and snug. You do? What are you doing down there? You can't come up here. There's no puppies allowed. No second story puppies. Where's Kevin? Kevco! Kevo! What's up to you, door? Dad, why are you on the roof? Why are you up there? Kev! So yes, the hatch. Oh, the hatch. As you can see, in Florida, we have the reversed shedding of our trees. The trees here shed their leaves. Not going to shed all of them, but the oaks shed in the springtime. So pretty much every day I open this hatch, large piles of leaves go everywhere. Well, here's what I got. Again, I'm going to preface this one more time. Please go easy on me. No, this is not the ideal fix. No, it's probably not even the proper fix. And I'm sure many of you have better ideas than this. But I've done this before and it worked. So I'm going to do it again to get me back to New Mexico, where hopefully once and for all we can fix this thing. So what happened initially, here's the infamous roof hatch, is I believe what happened is we were going somewhere in the desert somewhere, and I believe we forgot to latch it. So it ended up flying up and just basically breaking off. You can see the plastic there. It's broken a lot of pieces, and the actual hinge is underneath all this tape. So what I did before is I got some really heavy duty duct tape and sat it on there. Actually, I'm just going to do it again and show you that. But nonetheless, it flew off. Luckily, we were able to, somebody heard it happening, and we were able to catch it before it actually flew away, and we were not able to recover it. So that was a positive. But it's been a nightmare ever since then, and we're going to try to fix this one more time. So again, I'm going to get, so the actual hinge is right over here. Just want to get this tape off, and this thing has just never worked right. It's from the moment we got this bus, it's never actually, was ever actually finished. It was just kind of up there. It was part of the 98% of the bus that wasn't finished. A lot of things started, not many things finished. And it's just always been a pain. This is some really good tape, though. I believe I did this late July, early August. And it has held up pretty dang well, to be honest with you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hatch, little piece here on the hatch. I'm going to set, oh man, I need to clear these leaves off a little bit. They're everywhere. So as you can see, it's basically where it should be ideally. It lines up pretty good. Hinges are where they need to be. So what I did before was I took the tape and just started working my way across, building up strength. And then once I had some tape on this side, I flipped it open, and I did the same on the inside. Again, it worked. So we will be driving through Texas in the summer or spring. Texas weather's crazy, especially in springtime. Some of the wildest springtime weather, winds, rain I have ever seen. So the weather shipping will be a nice touch. And here is Mondo duct tape or Gorilla Tape. Let's get to work on this. Don't knock it till you try it. I think that's about as centered as I'm gonna get it. Some thick duct tape. Holy crap. I'm very reluctantly recording this. I'm sure I'm going to get some crap for it from someone, or probably multiple someones. You know what? They're not the ones going to do it. I am. You guys ever heard of the show, the Red Green Show? He was a Canadian comedian. He was on PBS for many, many, many years. And he was, a lot of his skits, or he was known for duct tape. Like, he would like take it to the extreme and just do the craziest stuff with a roll of duct tape. He enjoyed watching that. Actually, he has all of his stuff is on YouTube. You can watch him. But Red Green, he used to come on PBS years ago, back in like the 90s. All right, we're getting there. This stuff is super thick. All right. Do a similar thing in here. Let's see how we're doing. Okay. Yeah. Very similar to how it worked last time. Oh my god, I can see the comments now. Really don't even know where else I would add it anymore, to be honest with you. Got our weather stripping there. Got our I can't quit laughing. Every time I talk about it, I can't quit laughing. My duct tape. And we're gonna let that puppy fly. I think so. So it's not my favorite place to work. I'm pretty sure where he put this mount, where this rail, which all of these solar panels are mounted to, is where I'm getting my leakage. I'm almost 100% sure of that. He should have sealed it. I would assume he would have sealed it, but I guess that's what you get for assuming. There's really no good way to get to it, honestly, because the tent's right there. So I'm coming at it from the front of the bus. Yeah, good times. Here's the die-core also mounted. See, here's the fella right there. He's always on the front. I guess he's the die-core self-leveling expert. I've had this stuff for a while. I've been meaning to do it again. Don't want to do too much of this. Jen will be expecting these videos every week. Getting all these bus projects done. I cannot believe the leaves. So what? The leaves are fine. The leaves are one thing, but what comes next is the new growth, which puts this green pollen out. Literally everything. My solar panels, when we leave here, I will have to pressure wash them bad boys, basically, because it is next level here. The way with when the oaks start blooming. So as difficult as this is to get to for the job, filming is equally as difficult. So basically I'm going to put it around here. Die core over these bolts. Probably right here. If I had to guess, it would be where you see the roof slopes like this. So the water running down catches right back here. If I was a guessing man, that would be where I would say. I'm going to try to get it over here too. Go ahead and run a bead down. So it's self-leveling. Technically, I don't have to run my finger on it because it's supposed to do that on its own. Just make sure it's coated really well. Ugh. I think that should be fine. Because again, I believe if I was betting, I would think it probably runs straight down through here and then seeps in there. Probably creeps in. Put some right there. Tuck it in behind there a little bit. I never had any issues on my other solar, on my other bus, because I sealed it up very, very well. And I would have assumed he would have done the same, but again, that's what I get for assuming. While I'm up here, I figure I may as well hit this side too. So he did definitely put some sealant in there. I didn't see that on the other side though. I'm thinking he forgot to seal it. There's definitely some there. What I'm assuming is when he put these down, he probably coated the bottom of this bracket down, or coated the bottom of that bracket with some sort of silicone. To this point, this is the only, or the other side, the driver's side is the only side that I've seen any leakage from on the bus. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Again, I know it's going to level. I just want to make sure my coverage is right and everything is covered. It's not about looking pretty. Nobody ever sees this. It's about staying dry. Got it clumped up on there pretty good. And again, it will level out a bit on its own. All right. I'm going to call that good. Hey guys, that went, I think, as smooth as it could have went. I knocked that out really, really quick. Got our bolts put on. Our roof sealed up. And our hatch reasonably operational. So what we do with our situation now is I take a couple small bungee cords and hook them onto some areas on here, and it works really good. We had no problem with it until we did. No, the tape failed, and at that point we just started taking it back down again. Because on the road, you do what you gotta do. Man, it's hot. Like, luckily we're in the shade, or it really would have been a boiler. Yeah, that went smooth. That went scarily smooth. I guess when you prepare, you plan, you prepare, you shop, you know what you're buying. It works out in your favor more often than not. Yeah, I'm happy it's done. 3 things checked off. Jen will be happy. Hopefully our rain will not litter our bathroom anymore, and we should be in pretty good shape for now. What you puppers doing? We got Weezy's attention. Alright, I need a lot of pretty sitters. Kevin, sit. Good boy. Theodore. Good boy. Miss Wheezy back here, her favorite part of the day. Ooh, she's like an alligator. Hold on, Chico, I gotta get you a Chico-sized piece. There you go, Chico. There you go, puppy. Theodore, like, savors his. Kevin never even tastes his, and Wheezy's kind of in the middle. She'll chew on it for a few seconds, and then it's a goner. She was eating dinner, but I hadn't given him the treat today. What you doing? What's up, big boy? What's up, big boy? Yeah, Theodore is still. He just finished it. Was it good, buddy? Little Cheeky finished his too. I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. Everyone who made it this far, you are a champ. And it is greatly appreciated. You guys, I appreciate you more than you know. Yeah, guys, very productive day. Very tough day. So, didn't really explain too much. So, my goal was I left this morning. Yeah, it was still morning. It was actually definitely morning. Go do laundry. Number 1. go to Walmart. Number two, get some groceries because I'm trying to stay on a weekly schedule here. Laundry, groceries, same day, once a week, usually Monday or Tuesday. And third, go to Lowe's to get the parts or the pieces I need for our bus projects today. So I get to Live Oak, and there's just there are two laundry places there were bad, and I need to really specify. I have washed my clothes at some very questionable places in the last 6 years doing this. These today were horrible. Like I don't like they don't clean them. There was no effort to clean them. The machines were dirty. Just gross. Just not no not something I want to do. So unfortunately, my only other option was either to go back to Madison, which I wouldn't be able to go Walmart or Lowe's, and I'm filming, so it kind of just had to. Yeah, you get it. Hopefully you get it. And Lake City was about 20 miles away, 25 miles away. So I opted to go to Lake City. Went to my first laundromat, same type of thing, kind of gross, dingy, and it was tiny. Smallest laundromat I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how they make any money there. And then I ended up at the one I ended up at. That was the lesser of the three evils, and it was still horrible. So I wasted probably 2 hours, 3 hours doing this today. It's just one of them kind of days. And then after we got the clothes done, it took nearly an hour to dry my clothes. Yeah, so that's a good indication of the quality of your laundromat. If you've got to run your clothes for an hour in the dryer, yeah, typically that's pretty run down, you know. So yeah, next week I will be going to Tallahassee, where I know there is a reasonable laundromat, and I'll probably need to make a Costco run anyway, so it'll work out fine. But yeah, that was my day. And then we got back here and everything went smooth. After laundry, honestly, everything went perfectly smooth. Lowe's went good, Walmart went good, and then the actual work, as you saw, went really smooth. So I'm very, very pleased with that. And but yeah, guys, I appreciate you once again. I say that a lot, and I mean it every time I say it. It means a lot. It's literally the only reason I keep showing up. And I'm not monetized. I'm just making these videos for the time being, honing my craft, trying to get better, trying to make better videos. Every time I release a video, I want it to be better than the one I made the day before. And you guys give me the reason to keep showing up, and that means a lot. But yeah, guys, that's where I'm going to leave you. We will see you tomorrow, and we will do this all over again. Until then, guys, be well and take care of yourselves and each other. And we will talk tomorrow. Bye for now.